At 5 months old, doctors disconnected half of his brain to save his life. Now 17 years and many surgeries later, he's defied the odds and he's spreading joy along the way. Here's Lindsey Buckingham.
Meet Jaxon Fuller,
You know I can fall hard, right?
a 17-year-old who isn't afraid to share his opinions.
You call that pitching, bro?
He'll turn a compliment
You really bring a lot of joy everywhere you go.
into instant giggles.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush. I did not mean that, Mom and Dad. I did not mean that. You think you can catch this, Justin?
He loves baseball
Ugh. Well, I'm really good at it.
and his dog Laney,
Laney, go fetch.
but mostly he loves his family.
I'm just so glad you're home.
Me too. I'm glad you're home.
Oh, yeah. Jackson's the pitcher.
What you won't hear from Jaxon is everything it took to get him here.
He's went through dozens and dozens of brain surgeries. He's remained the same kid after every single one.
The same kid who at just 5 months old lost half his brain.
He may not walk, talk, or eat on his own. That's kind of what they told us.
I never heard of anything like that, and it just didn't make sense. Like, I couldn't understand it.
Yet Jerry and Nicole Fuller had to. Jaxon had been having 20 to 30 seizures a day.
He has hemimegalencephaly. The side of his brain didn't form.
Doctors said a hemispherectomy would stop them. Dr. William Bingaman runs the surgical epilepsy group at Cleveland Clinic. He's performed this surgery nearly 600 times.
A landline phone plugs into the wall. If you had one and it was ringing all the time, you could take that phone, rip it out of the wall, and throw it out. It would stop ringing. Or you could just cut the wire, right? If you cut the wire, disconnect it, it stops ringing. Brain's the same way. If you cut the wires, that hemisphere still seizes, but it doesn't spread anywhere, it doesn't cause any problems.
It worked for a few years.
Then his seizures came back, and then I converted him in 2014 to an anatomic. I took the hemisphere out.
That wasn't the last fight. As a teenager, Jaxon's own body turned on the surgery that saved him.
He started like crying randomly and withdrawing, and that's never been him ever.
10 shunts later, and still no answers.
I've never seen this before, and if we don't get it fixed, Jackson's not gonna make it.
The breakthrough came from pediatric rheumatology and a drug to stop the inflammation attacking Jaxon's brain.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks. This was a new trick.
Check this out.
Jaxon's been stable almost 2 years now.
He's back to who he was, our sweet, funny boy who we didn't have there at the end.
He's enjoying life on the baseball diamond, playing for the Challenger League with kids just like him.
He always asked, like, how he did after the game. I'm like, but he did great. I mean, he got a home run.
That's the real miracle. Not just that he survived all of it, that he lives his life like it never happened.
God's given us such a good brother. He's blessed us in so many different ways, and it's just cool to see just how he's working in our life and in his life, and just, you know, the purpose and the path he's paved for us.
You want a heater? I'll give it to you. Ugh.
We go to a store, and it seems like he knows somebody. He always knows everybody.
Everyone,
He says hi to
everyone.
people. He doesn't care.
He pretty much touches everyone he meets. I just want him to be healthy and happy.
Lindsey Buckingham,
Oh, yeah. That's right.
3 News.
Well, Jaxon's case was so rare, his doctors published it in the medical literature, documenting something they'd never seen before. And as for Jaxon, he's doing very well. His family says every day is a blessing.
And he has a mean heater, doesn't he?
Yeah,
And he's
that's
not
right.
afraid to tell you
That's,
about
I
it.
love a kid who will let you know around the backyard,
Yeah.
and he was very clearly doing that.
So
He was,
cool.
and he deserved every bit of it. And he was just pure joy to be around.
Yeah.
So, love sharing his story.
Oh, you always have good stories to share.
Well, it's my pleasure to share those stories. If you could share your own heartstring stories with our team, just email heartstrings@wkyc.com. And don't forget, if you'd like to see more stories like these, you can catch Heartstrings every weekday at 9 a.m. on our WKYC app.
Awesome stuff. Thanks, Lindsey.